All right, enough Liverpool. How about some quick hits instead? Barcelona do it again. A 5-1 victory over Sevilla and the return of Gavi after his long injury. Come on, there was a tear in your eye when Pedri came off and gave Gavi the captain's armband. How big is this? And how are the pieces going to fit now going forward?
Again, it's a little about we talked about Liverpool earlier on, that Barcelona now have a very strong, young, fit squad, and Gavi's going to have to work very hard to get his place in that team, despite being a recognised Spain international. It's interesting that the coach is saying when he does play, he doesn't know whether he's going to be a 6 or an 8, whether he's going to play the position that he used to play, just behind the strikers, buzzing around, or indeed, the way that Barcelona are playing these days, that he's going to be one of the holding midfield players. So his future is a little bit uncertain. His future is at Liverpool. He's at Barcelona.
Future's at Liverpool.
Oh my goodness, did I let that go then? His future is certainly at Barcelona, and the captain's armband might not be the first time that gets handed the captain's armband, but I think everybody choked up a little bit when they gave him that. 335 days out.
Yeah, incredible. Pedri scored a great goal. Lewandowski had another 2. But by the way, Rafinha playing the best football of his career, in my view.
Yeah, and he has been skippering the side, and he's a true leader of men as well at the moment for Barcelona. Lautaro Martinez scores the only goal as Inter gutted out to get a big 3 points at Roma. Gab, Inzaghi thinks he's one of the top 5 players in the world. Do we agree?
He says he thinks that. Whether he really thinks that, I don't know. Certainly, he is so important to Inter. He's a value add to Inter. Earlier this season, he wasn't scoring. It was left out some games. Didn't matter. He's so good, and he struck at the right time. I thought Inter did okay. They created several chances. Roma were really, really poor. I think the whole nonsense in the background with the Friedkins and the new coach and stuff not helping them. I don't like seeing Dybala play as a defensive midfielder. It doesn't seem to make much sense to me. But big 3 points for Inter.
Great goal, wasn't it?
Oh, a tremendous goal. William Saliba gets sent off after half an hour, and Arsenal fell to Bournemouth 2-0. Rob, it's their 3rd red card of the campaign, and it's still only in October.
It's almost like going back to the Wenger days when they had the worst kind of disciplinary record in the Premier League as well, isn't it?
But that's when they had Keown and Vieira and Petit, and it was the goon squad. I mean, not goon in a bad sense, goon in a good sense.
Yeah. If anything is going to stop them this season, it is their lack of discipline and maybe that little touch of arrogance. This wasn't a touch of arrogance. It's a professional foul. It was a reflex. I'm sure if he looked back in that split second of time, he wouldn't have pulled him back. But it must have been a red card because for once the manager didn't dispute it.
No, he didn't. But it was a stupid mental error caused by, not so much by Saliba, but by Trossard's foolish back pass. And, Bournemouth only scored with 20 minutes to go on a set piece. By the way, I don't want to hear more about the set piece genius coach, Brentford, all this other stuff.
Every club's got one.
Yeah, focus on defending too. So I don't know. I think it's really important how Arteta plays this, because you can't let yourself get down over this. You should accept the fact you'll face Liverpool next weekend without Saliba, and that is a huge loss. But there's enough good things there, and you'll get back on track.
Absolutely, but they keep giving themselves a handicap, don't they? They keep getting players sent off, and then they maybe don't think a week ahead, and we're going to play without one of our key men against the top team in the English Premier League at the moment. Harry Kane has gone nearly 400 minutes without a goal, but he bagged a hat-trick Saturday against Stuttgart.
He did. He could have had even more. He missed a couple chances in the first half. I thought this was I was really looking forward to this game. I want to see what Stuttgart could do. Obviously, we've seen them in Europe do so well. Sebastian Hoeneß losing so many players over the summer, but weirdly, he has 6 German internationals. Admittedly, most of them not the fanciest kind. There's a bit of Mittelstadt in there, guys like that. In the first half, I thought Stuttgart did a good job of tying up Bayern. I thought Bayern were sloppy. They weren't helped by the fact that they lost Pavlovic early on, broken collarbone. I think he's going to be out 2-3 months. Palhinha comes in and kind of looked like a foreign object, certainly in the first half. Mm-hmm. Much better after the break. More so, I think, because of the individual quality marked by Kane, who opened the floodgates with that vicious shot from, was it like 5 yards outside the area? I think it'll be okay, but there's still a lot of work to do. And also, I don't know. I don't know. I need to see that much more of Serge Gnabry. I think it's time to give somebody else a chance over on that side of the pitch. And they missed Musiala as well. But hey, 3 points, top of the table. Move on.